It is once again time for the MDL Mythic Dungeon League Season 2, Episode 2. And actually, before we start, because I have just moved, I'm actually going to do a quick audio check from Garen. Garen, how are you doing today? Hold on, it's not working, but good thing I already checked it. I'm going to get that fixed right now. Doom. All right, go and try again.
I'm trying.
Perfect. All right. We caught it early this time. All right. I knew when I moved and reset up the computer, everything was just going to go crazy. But sorry we missed last week. We were expected to actually stream last Saturday, but because of my move to a new location, as you can see behind me, I haven't even fully unpacked a whole bunch of stuff. You can see my TV back there wrapped up. I didn't have internet for a good week.
Did you get the kids console out? Did you get the Nintendo Switch out at least?
Oh, I always have the Switch out, yeah. But I didn't have internet to play, because normally I play Mario Kart Monday with my friends, and I didn't have internet to play that either. So I used my phone to do a little while just so I could have something that kept me sane. And I used up all my data apparently because, Battle.net updater just updated Call of Duty for 70 gigs or whatever.
I gotta have that big store launch, man. Get ready for it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're back, season 2, episode 2, and we're gonna have a run today on the Tormented Affix. And we actually have a couple things just to talk about before we jump into that. The first being that we have now officially hit affiliate, which means that if you are a follower of, or sorry, I should say a subscriber of our channel, you'll start getting tiers of access to things like emojis or even our renown system, which I'm sure won't necessarily be the most popular name for it, but it's the same thing as bits as for our other Twitch channels. That give you access to cool things with the chat. That give you access to obviously the emojis themselves. And while we're on the subject of emojis, and I want to make sure I do this correct too, we are going to just go and plug our website, mythicdungeonleague.com. Reason being is not only will we be able to use our store that has cool cups, and as you and I just spoke about a second ago, you want to go ahead and add some sweet drip to it with what is it, tracksuits that have the MDL logo and maybe even some emojis on them. But you can also find our Discord there. The Discord is really important because not only can you find our current emojis that anyone can use, but you can also, if you're a big part of that community, go on ahead and get your own custom-made emoji, right? So kind of a big deal.
Yeah, Scrap is great, or resident runner Scrapclaw, who normally commentates, who is running tonight at her request. She makes custom emojis. She's a great artist, so take part in the runs, get some points, and you might get your own custom emoji. They're awesome. And I think she's making even keychains of the prideful emoji last time, so that might be maybe the grand prize winner or get their own specialized emoji keychain.
Yeah, and actually Existential, I think, was just saying, or maybe, yeah, I think it was Existential, saying that they got, thank you for the follow, by the way. They got their keychain, and he said it was awesome. He said it looked really good. The quality was awesome. So like, I'm really happy to hear that. And of course, yeah, I think Scrap's super talented with this kind of stuff.
She very. I can't brag on her art enough, but her work, especially for all she does here, her ads for our themes are great too. But I'm really excited that he got his, because I was really worried that was the first one we've sent to another country, and thankfully our resident Canadian got it. So good job.
Well, and I heard they had to pay for the postage, right? Is that right?
No, apparently Auntie had to pay for his postage. He had to pay $3.75, but Auntie, if you're listening, it's worth the $3.75.
Yeah, and I've got my emoji. This is the "Don't Trend on Me" emoji that made famous by Garen on my cups. Again, these are things that you can find on the website.
You guys went with the "Don't Trend on Me"?
I ordered "Don't Trend on Me," and I ordered the Ariasto, just because Ariasto is my main character. Eye roll emoji. So I got that one. I might order another one. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways. The mythicdungeonleague.com has our signups as well. The information to Discord. I think the Discord is probably the most important thing for everyone to try to get a hold of, because that's where you can just chat and get key runs if you want them. You can do just friendly Torghast runs, whatever you want. But that website has everything you need there. And then one last thing before we jump into the run here is I just want to take a second to address some of the news that's been coming out about Blizzard. And I'm not going to really go too deep into it, other than the fact that especially with today's world around, and I'm going to put this in air quotes, cancel culture, a lot of people might be expecting, with the news of what's happening in the Blizzard HQ offices and the accusations made against either former or current employees, and of course the whole company that's responsible for maybe protecting their employees from this environment. The first thought that ran to me was like, I don't know if we can continue to play WoW with this kind of cloud hanging over its head, and ultimately really just maybe try to hold them accountable by, even I hear people talking about unsubbing and whatnot. And I think Taliesin had a really good viewpoint on this on YouTube, and I feel like we just wanted to address the fact that we don't obviously condone that behavior, and while we ultimately could speak with our wallets by saying we're canceling our subscriptions or canceling doing any of the shows around WoW, I don't think that necessarily holds the people who may have been guilty of these crimes and behaviors accountable. It really just holds everyone accountable that works at Blizzard, even the great employees and even the ones that are the accusers. So I just wanted to take a second to address that and just call out that we will continue to work with it. Obviously, as the case unfolds and we learn more and more about it, we may change that decision. But right now, we feel like we love this game. It's a passion of all of ours, and by stepping away from it, we might actually be doing maybe more damage by not acknowledging what's actually happening and really just saying like, we believe those who are making the accusations, and honestly, it's not really a good look for Blizzard. But hopefully, they turn a corner and make the corrections that are necessary. All right. With that being said,
well said.
Garen, I see you're wearing glasses today. I know you're really worried about making sure you get all the details on what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and bring a couple people into our press box here real quick. We'll start with bringing Technique in, and I'm going to go ahead and bring, let's get Existential in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and also bring Sarah, who's the team lead of the other one.
Hold on. I wanted to address something that's going on in Warcraft lately as well that I'm kind of passionate about. We have a lot of people that are playing Final Fantasy 14. That game sucks, so don't play that game.
Why was I pulled in for
because
this
we're just talking real quick before we go.
We were in the middle of a
We were
conversation.
having an impassioned discussion about how we all control our characters.
Yeah, that's why I was spinning around really
that
fast.
I do it wrong.
And here's the thing. I don't think I care.
Wow. Okay, way to start.
No, the reason why
I'm not down with this bro culture, Richard.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Literally right after I had that conversation. Anyways, the point being is that I just want to bring everyone in, make sure our keys are ready to go. We're going to just jump straight into this because you guys have been waiting very patiently as we got a late start tonight. Technique, are you and your team? By the way, sorry, we got our team names. Sarah, Scrap, you guys are part of team Fazzoli's as Garbage, and I know Garen, I'm going to give you a chance to just voice your opinion on that team name.
Yeah, that's not true at all, and it's horrible that they would say such mean things,
This is
especially
coming
in
from
public.
a man who thinks that Fazoli's is better.
Then
So
Olive
it's
Garden.
Way better. Olive Garden is literally trash tier food. Everybody hates it, Sarah. Everybody.
And then Technique, in the same vein of good or bad foods, your team name is, I'm not going to do it justice if I say it, so I'll let you say it. Suck it. All right, anyways, point is, you guys are ready to go, right?
We're ready.
All right.
I think we're ready.
Who are our key holders? I thought it was Existential.
Silro is the key holder.
Who are our key holders and who introduce your teams? Let's find out who these great individuals are that signed up for this mess tonight.
I can pretend to be Pickle because I think he's the key holder.
All right, I'll switch you guys out. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bring Silro in. He's got the key.
All right, and sorry, Senior, you're the key holder, so I'm bringing you in. And then I've also got Silro, who's also the other key holder. Key holders, are you guys ready? And Garen, if you want to actually take us through the groups and tell us who's in it real quick.
I don't know. I was too busy defending myself at every single angle while we were
And
putting these
RPing.
groups together. I was not doing that. Let me see. We have Haywire, who is a great hunter. He's kind of like, the typical BM hunters where their pets will pull everything. You'll see a lot of that tonight with this guy. We've got Technique, who's a tank. We have some other people that I can't really read the names.
So I think
probably good.
Existential's healing for Technique's team. Haywire, Anti, aka Demos, is DPSing, as well as I guess Silro's Senior Pickle. Sorry, Senior Pickle's DPSing. And then
then the other team is in trouble if Pickle
yeah.
and Anti are in the same team. Those guys are going to be on each other nonstop.
Competitive.
So good for them. That'll be fun to see. We'll have to chime into their Discord.
It is a competition.
Oh, okay.
Not
All
even
right.
here to defend himself.
Sarah and Scrap. Who else is on your team?
Go on, Sarah.
We've got Lithian, Mana, and Silver.
Okay.
That's it. Just nothing about them. Just their names.
I'm showing them on the screen.
Oh.
Lithian's not moving.
Lithian is our wonderful, wonderful healer. Mana is a person I've just met who I've been told is going to do some big beats.
Existential's raid leader, I think.
Well,
She's not even. She's not even
top
in the guild.
brass.
I have still just met her.
She's not.
And Silro is, as always, gonna do some fucking pump.
Yeah.
Now, I apologize, Senior. I cut you off there, and I think you were going to talk about, hopefully talk some mad. I'm not going to say the S word because you told me this is supposed to be a clean stream tonight. But sorry, I interrupted you, Senior.
Poo-poo.
Yeah, what were you saying? I apologize.
I'm probably going to beat Anti by at least 1,000 DPS.
Oh, at least.
At least, yeah.
I'm genuinely very interested to see how today's stream goes because, one, this is Tyrannical Week, right? I'm not messing that up.
Yeah.
So
It is
this
true.
first boss is already going to be interesting, and then on top of that, I think there's some big pumpers in the So Good team. So I mean, you guys. I mean, granted, I think Mana could probably show up real big for you. And Scrap, we've seen your DPS pretty constantly. And I'm sure it's Silro. I think I've seen him do plenty of DPS as well. So
For sure.
anyways, are we ready to go?
Yes.
We're ready.
Do you
Cool.
have Silro in here?
Now remember, today we are focusing on the new Tormented Affix. Obviously, we won't be able to see all the perspectives on it, but I think Garen, you and I are probably gonna have to use our web browsers here to maybe even help out pulling up some that we aren't even used to seeing. But if you guys are ready, Garen, I'll let you take away with the countdowns. Key holders, go ahead and put your keys in without hitting the start button. It's all yours, Garen.
Scrap, might want to minimize Discord there. We can see your conversations.
Oh shit.
Okay, as long as everybody
You can
has
also
their
hide
keys.
that button at the
forgot that
bottom.
I'm the one. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have fun. Make sure to tease each other relentlessly in your runs, Auntie and Pickle. And one other thing, there is a requirement for the MVP reward tonight that I'm giving it out. It's going to be a special one that does not count towards the other one. So just remember that. Just
Is there DKP associated with it? Because this is the first time hearing about it.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. It'll be DKP related. I'll shoot you a message about it. I
Cool.
just literally made it up the second. Anyway, key holders, let's get this going. So we were going to begin at 0. So 3, 2,
Fazzoli's is straight trash.
fuck you,
Oh,
Pickle.
yeah.
0. And look, you made me
Just
break
Let's
my
go.
road.
Let's go. Both of them are panicking now. They don't know who's
0, by the way. I said
Go,
0.
go.
We didn't put our key in,
There,
dog.
perfect timing anyways. Okay. Scrap,
we
before I
both
go,
straight up?
hide that little
Jeez,
window at the bottom
we're
of your
good.
screen. I'm moving
I
everyone
don't know
back.
how to hide it.
Just click the,
I'm just
no. This
Put me
is
in my
hide,
party.
whatever.
Get me out of here.
How's that?
Silro,
back?
Senior Pickle. I'm moving. Jeez.
Faster.
All right. And then Silro. There we go. Okay. All right. It's just me and you, Garen, finally. So
Well,
peace and
they're on
quiet.
fire tonight, as we can see. Everybody's already hyped up and ready to go. Probably didn't help that our conversation beforehand was really getting attitudes.
Yeah. And
Flaring,
then
so-
technique already comes in hot.
Yeah.
We're already seeing a differing pull here, and actually, no, never mind. Technique grabbed it later, which I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea, but since it's not fortified, it's not a huge deal. Oh, another follower. Thank you with a ladybug. Oh, I like that name. It's a good name. So, anyways, again, the big talk today, because we've seen these dungeons many a times, and I think the big talk today is that Tormented Affix. Not only the affix itself, which for those who don't know, there are 4 generals inside the dungeon, and each one drops anima power, which you would normally see in Torghast, which is the endless roguelike run. And each drop 3, you have to choose one of the 3. You'll get a total 4, obviously, one for each general. But the real question here is, like, how do you reroute to make sure you pick the right ones for either your DPS, and even there's some DPSing for the tanks if they choose a certain one. But also make sure that you reroute for things like Tyrannical, where in the past, on this first boss, we'll see here in a second, you would actually have Prideful to help you burn through it on a Tyrannical week.
I am glad Prideful's gone. I was I made jokes about it all the time that I was so tired of hearing about routes and all of that nonsense that tanks pretended was so stressful. For it to finally be gone and you could just kind of run through the dungeon as you wish, I love it. Now, obviously, there are some dungeons that we may see tonight where there's some strategy in play, where they spawn the dungeon in specific spots where you could technically grab a few buffs before you start nailing out bosses. Or, like, let's use TOP for example. You could clear all or most of the generals, get your powers, and then start working on the wings. Might kill some time, but you'll get so powerful that it might be worth it. I like those changes. I like having to worry about that rather than fighting with an add-on to map out this exact math. Because we know the complications that not having Prideful has. It's been argued hundreds of times that some people believe that the Prideful buff did make or break a run. I'm not going to argue about it, but at least we don't have to worry about it anymore. Just get your powers, pick the best ones, and get to the boss. It's how the run should be.
I'm curious because in previous Mythic affixes, like for example I can't remember, but the one that was for Ashara's season, where they had the additional ads, but also for 8.3 last season, where you had the portals that you could build through those shadow guys. I can't remember the generals, but they were out of the way.
Nyalotha giants with the yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't speak very much on that. I actually only started doing Mythic Plus seriously last patch with Prideful.
Oh,
so
okay.
everything before that, I have no clue.
Well, and I'll be honest, the ones for 8.3 they're kind of the same vein of generals, just like these. There were 4 different guys that had 4 different ways you handle them. But they also allowed you to create portals from the pylon that you pulled them at to where they would die. So you could skip a whole bunch of things depending on how you did that. So rerouting was all over the place. I know you wouldn't have liked that. But
No, I would probably quit.
But it, well, as the healer, you don't usually have to worry about it. But they were also out of the way half of the time. Like I remember for those who played Atal Dazar, there was some of them that were like tucked away that you never would worry about going after. And of course, it made some really cool routes based on where you place the portal. I'm going to go and switch over to Team 2 real quick. I know we've had a little quiet here for a second, but I just kind of
I wanted to make a call out here. Both of our casters were fortunate enough to get the same powers here. Of course, tanks, healers, DPS, the powers never change. I think where they spawn, they may change depending on the dungeon and the week. But both of the DPS took some Phoenix-looking flaming something, and what I've seen it do is apparently it just knocks enemies up in the air when they attack, which is incredible and very helpful for mass interrupting enemies. So good power, good strategic play by those guys.
Give me a second, sorry, because I just want to pull up all these affixes.
I look like a nerd in these glasses. I never realized like.
I don't think you look like a nerd, man. I actually, the only reason I don't wear my glasses during stream is because all the reflection of the lights and everything. It just feels like I might be causing too much distraction. Okay. So what I was going to say, though, beforehand is the one that you pointed out is the volcanic affix. Or anima power. So there's a couple of them, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull them up, but there's so many of them, it's going to be a second. There's a couple of them that you actually steal affixes that are normally seen in the Mythic Plus runs, right? So, for example, Volcanic is one that we see from time to time. It usually only affects ranged players because the melee are just too condensed that the Volcanics don't spawn. But this is actually a really good one for DPS, as you pointed out, not only because of the interrupts. So, again, if I have a collection of the tank pulling 4 or 5 mobs, they're all just getting Volcanic sent up in the air, interrupting them like crazy. But also because it does good DPS as well, right? I mean, if you just keep hitting people with these plumes, like they're just going to keep damaging, especially if there's multiple people to hit.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a neat one. I guess it might be a DPS loss because the few runs that I have done the last couple weeks, I've been very low key with running Mythic Plus this season so far. But apparently the DPS do not like taking it compared to another one that's a little bit more. I guess it adds a lot more damage to them.
Yeah.
And with our egos that we have in our community, nobody wants to play utility. They'd rather just see their names on the board. So I personally like it. If I could have it as a healer, I would be the one to take it because it's so much more helpful than some of the ones that they've given healers.
Yeah. No, I definitely as a tank I would also love it too because as a pally tank I love gathering everything up, and then it's tough because I don't have much mobility and so I can't really kite. But if I could be able to use those volcanics to just like send them knocking up in the air every few seconds, that'd be a huge deal.
Yeah, looks like both of our teams just got first boss down.
No,
so
Fazzoli's is going after it right now, so we're going to switch over to them right now.
Oh wow, yikes, they're way behind them.
Yeah.
That is interesting to see. I wonder what happened here. I thought it looked, I guess they killed the slime guy and it just lined up with the other team perfectly. So,
they're
he's going out fast, even with
I was gonna say they're melting.
Tyrant.
Yeah, this is so I don't think you were with us, Garen, but we were pulling one of Scrap's friends who needed a 15 key for the week, and we were doing this on Tyrannical, and the fight lasted a total of 6 minutes.
When was this? Was this Sarah? Was this Sarah's hunter?
No, Sarah was on her tank actually. No, I was tanking. I don't remember, but it was Scrap's like shaman friend. I can't remember who it was. Grimes, I think it was. And
I'm gonna pull over.
and yeah, they just like, I mean, people were dying, and the long story short, on Tyrannical, some of these bosses without that pride are miserably long. And
Well,
granted,
we were
this was for failure, but
I was just listening into you guys maybe last night or the evening before, and you may have not been there, but somebody was like, let's knock out a quick miss key. It'll be easy. And I just immediately went to the first boss on Tyrannical, and that boss always takes 20 minutes to do.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it's kind of like the third boss in Necrotic Wake, the guy that pulls you, or you pull him down from the platform. You miss that phase, and you don't get it done in either 1 or even 2 phases. You have to wait till the 3rd phase. They purposely designed those bosses so that even if you try to cleave them down and get them down without going the proper phase route, they'll still either do something to stop the damage or just take way too long. So not only do we do... Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say it looks like Girl and a Half group got got their first boss down, so they're running. They're gonna have to catch up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to see if, again, I think with how well these players are and how much they know about these dungeons at this point, these teams have been running nonstop. I think we're seeing a lot of activity from our player base. I know that generally some people are maybe leaving the game out of just being bored, but
Yeah.
our community is really going at it, especially Lithian. He's probably run like 1,000 dungeons in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the experience is showing here because generally we're worried about him and some other players, and nobody's died yet. So this is very impressive, and I think it's going to come down to misplays this run because right now the DPS is outstanding for both teams.
Well, and we should call out. So we're starting with 11 Plaguefall again on Tyrannical, with the other fixes being what's the one that they chase you down?
Spiteful.
Spiteful. And then also Necrotic this week, right? So it's going to be, I think, for most of our team players, pretty easy in 11. Like I mean, I think everyone can handle it. So this is more of just about execution and speed and also DPS. But we're then going to go to a 13 Spires, if I remember correctly, and then followed by that it was a 15. Oh, I can't remember what it was. No, it might be Necrotic Wake. But anyways, when we hit that 15, we're really going to see people push their limits. And as you pointed out, Lithian has been running like crazy. I think he has a higher gear score than most anyone in the Discord. And then he also can do it both on tank and healing, right? He's been jumping between both roles. So he right now today he's healing the Fazzoli's garbage team. And I'm very interested to see how he handles it. I'm feeling confident for him. Like, I'd say he probably can tank and heal just as well as one another. He's even healing some of our raids, isn't he?
Well, yeah, sure. He's healing the raid, all right. I think he's a little bit mad that he's not the tank. So he's been jumping forth. He's doing the Lithian, as I like to call it, where it's just you never know what he's gonna play. But he wanted to play a tank, but we've had to settle him in as a healer for our raids. So it's going well. He's doing
I think he's also interested in playing DPS Feral, right? He's been talking about that.
Oh God.
But Feral's not in a good place that I think he's gonna be able to come to life. But in fairness, the way he's been playing his tank and healing, I'd say he probably could play it really well. We're actually getting a chance real quick to see Team 2 here, the So Good team, kill one of the generals. This is actually probably one of my favorite ones.
He's the best. He's so stupid looking.
Yeah, he's nicknamed Sobi, I think, or Sobio, but he's also Mr. Trash Can, because when you come up to him, he looks like he's just a trash can, and then he like kind of disassembles himself. We actually
Scrap
see right
was
here.
really fast to make an emoji on him. I do want to call out Stoneward is the best talent here.
Yeah.
There's always that guy always gives you like a defensive talent. I know me as a healer, I get one that's like self-healing is 50% more effective, which is in theory good, but when you have a shield that takes care of damage every 45 seconds, it's a lot more handy.
Yeah.
I really forget what the third option is. I don't think it's anything of note.
I was actually going back because I meant to pull that up and I can't.
I think it's something silly like it's a gavel of something where you have a chance to stun an enemy for 2 seconds, which is great in theory, but on non-fortified weeks, everything just dies anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Not to mention Volcanic should be doing a lot of that work.
The explosion?
Okay, so a lot of anima powers here, and we just had. Oh man, they don't have it listed by boss. Okay, well, so I'm going to read out some of the ones that we've just discussed. So you said the Stone Ward, which was one of them. So this one's actually a repeat of a legendary from Legion. It's shields you for 20% of your maximum health every 30 seconds. This was actually a pretty common one for Mythic pluses in Legion because, that health absorb could be so critical to pushing a higher key. And, of course, it's made its triumphant return here, and it's a pretty big deal. What was the other one you said you saw?
It was the I didn't see it. I just know from my perspective as a healer, the options that I have in that row are Stone Ward, some self-heal thing, and the Gavel of True Judgment, I think it's called.
The Gavel of True... Yep, Gavel of Judgment. So your auto attacks call the Gavel of Judgment upon your target, stunning them for 4 seconds. This effect can occur once every 30 seconds. 30 seconds is... I mean, I know it's a 4-second stun. I would say I don't even need 4 seconds. Just stun it for 2 seconds and give it to me once every, like, 10 or 15 seconds. Because for Mythic pluses at least, yes, of course that 4-second stun is nice, but it's really more about like the constant like hitting someone that's casting something more frequently, I would think.
I can see it being useful in certain dungeons, maybe on Fortified Week where it's just hellacious pulls. I can think of a couple Inspires that might benefit from 4 seconds could really save a wipe, but I think we're so used to those pulls now that we kind of have them down and know who to prioritize. So maybe if you're a newer group that's pushing and just
Yeah.
trying to get experience with learning things, that one would help you, maybe help you bridge the gap there. But it's generally right now, it's just not worth it.
We're also in a precarious situation right now because we haven't seen
You know,
an
not to-
MDI
Not to complain about
since the
things
new
being
Affix has
easy,
come out, and I have a feeling I think
the way
August is
they
when the
work
new
is
MDI is.
very just
But we're gonna see some
remove any
seriously
thought
complex
that you had
routes
to
brought
make it
upon
very
people trying to push
difficult.
those 19s as fast as possible. I mean, you know, we're sitting here doing 15s, and we're pretty happy to be doing them with 5 minutes to spare, if that. These guys will do them in
Okay.
with 20 minutes to spare. So it's a real question of what is the meta going to be when they start picking theirs. And I think I agree with you on this, where you talk about the routes and all that stuff. The meta sometimes isn't really the right way to handle your routes because you're not playing the same game as the MDI is, right?
Right.
Like they're going to pull 6 packs at a time and then have that Demon Hunter that always is phenomenal at kiting it. As we watch here, Scrap's about to, yep, she just ate that right in the face.
Of course, and I know something else she'll eat in this dungeon as well, which may
You're
cost them
laughing
the
at
win.
that person
But
shaking across the
yeah, I think
platform.
you're right. And one thing I wanted to talk about with that is I think that this season, if you're a player who is still kind of holding out on trying Mythic Plus, because there's still players that have played this game for probably over a decade that will not push themselves to get into this content, to not get themselves into the harder content. And I think this season that we have now is really easy compared to Prideful. With the additional powers help you, give you a lot more DPS throughout the whole dungeon. You have extra survivability. This is a great season to just jump in and overcome some fears and start doing some high-end content if you've ever had that interest.
Okay. I'm the verdict's still out on me, and only because I feel like things have swapped positions as to what used to be hard versus what used to not be. So for example, you brought up Mist earlier, and especially that first boss. Like Plaguefall and Mist right now used to be ones that Plaguefall maybe not so much, but like Mist was the one that everyone went to get their 15 done. They're like, oh hell yeah, I can get this done. But now, especially on a tyrannical week without Prideful, like that first boss, because you only get one general before you see him,
Oh my God,
is incredibly brutal. And I don't think I've officially timed a 15 on Mist yet. I've timed every single other one, but I haven't timed Mist, and part of that's because I'm pugging a couple of them. But
yeah, I've got a bunch of, like,
we just haven't seen as much luck as we used to on those Mist runs.
I said this earlier, that is a tough boss, and
No.
yeah, I agree. Mist could be a little bit of a headache, but
We could get interrupts on the playground.
re-strategize. I'm sure with MDI again, we'll see some new tricks to handle that boss. I think it's a numbers game, and I think it's one that you just kind of have to, if you can get through that one and still have some time to spare, you're still probably going to get the run. But you just have to be a little bit more crazy with the trash packs at the end. So I think that's where people get hung up, is they're so used to just pulling a group at a time. Yeah, we've seen it in the MDI where they sometimes just pull 2 or 3 trash packs at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's how you have to make that
Dude,
time
my
up
fucking
in this
desk
on
chair is
Tyrannical
so
Week, is you
shitty
have
and
to take the risks.
uncomfortable.
You have to make the risky pulls to make it come together.
So this is interesting. Right now we're seeing the Fazzoli's garbage team go after the general before pulling the second boss. Or this,
I like
yeah,
that.
okay.
Oh, yeah,
But
tell me about
on the other team, the So Good team, and we'll switch over them real quick, they didn't. And I mean, I know Technique may not necessarily know the routes as well as like someone like Lithian, for example. But I'm surprised like Haywire or even Anti didn't say something like, hey, you should go get that first because that extra DPS can help, especially on a tyrannical week.
They may just be kind of in the zone and are too focused on the competition and not really thinking about that kind of stuff. They're worried. They're saying, hey, we've got some great damage, let's just keep going. And they're
Speaking
just
of
forgetting
which,
maybe his powers.
let's look at the damage meters real quick. And granted, I think this was just that last fight. Yeah, it was, because he's running and running total. But I've been seeing Haywire and Senior hovering around the 7k DPS, which, that's pretty damn impressive given the other things I've been seeing. And if I look real quick at Scraps, I see Scrap leading, but I don't see, like, Silro's keeping up, but I don't see Mana keeping up as much as we might have thought. And, DPS is really important on these runs. It might mean that this could be a 1-2 sweep for the So Good team.
You never know. I know that Mana played her mage last time, and she was a difference maker in my devastating defeat to, why am I going to give them the attention that they deserve? They forget it. So maybe this is an alt character for her. Balanced druids did get a little bit of a nerf, I thought, or maybe they're.
I'm told they did probably get like a little nerf, but their new legendary kind of made up for it anyways, because on the, and granted this is rating, not Mythic Plus, but on the world first race, like 6 of the 8 whatever range spots were Balance Druids, just
Oh,
because they're
wow.
so good at single target and cleave.
Everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I don't know. I can't speak on it. Maybe maybe she'll bounce back. But also, all of these people are really well geared. I don't think any of the DPS are not geared. So maybe this is just an all for her that she doesn't play a lot, and maybe that's why. But
Well, and we've seen, because she's even led. I think it was some
You
run,
can't
but
sit
she was
and
leading
say
and giving
this,
them,
you can-
raid instructions. I think she's the
Very
leader for
predictable.
Existential's Guild, and she definitely knows her stuff. But you're right, it might be that she said either I'm more than happy to bring something that might slow me down a little bit, or she's just like, you know what, I need to get my keys done on this character. So if I'm gonna do this, I might as well get some work done. By the way,
that's what I would do.
Scrap is already eating 2 of the 3 jumps from
It's a cast
Plague Master,
timer,
whatever his name is.
dude.
Stoneward saving her life, because
Yeah.
if not, that would probably have killed her instantly.
God.
But again, that extra defensive abilities of Stoneward really helps. Again, I'm not surprised. I think we know that she's gonna die on the final boss here. She will get hit by a tentacle.
that
So at least she's getting it out of the way now.
It'll be very interesting to see that. I think even if the other team wins, we may just wait and watch that run finish anyways. And I feel bad because I know Scrap is talking, but because of the way we have our OBS set up, we can't hear her, but we can definitely hear Sarah responding to her, and it's tough to listen to Sarah not go.
I really
Angry
wouldn't
on
mind
her.
jumping in their channel and just listening to them do it.
Do you want to? Well, we've been talking about doing this for a little while. Let's just jump in.
Why don't? Okay, let's do that.
Okay. All right, we're trying something new this time.
Sure, what's going on?
We just figured because
I'm dying.
Scrap, we can't hear you.
I'm dying.
Not great.
Okay. What are you trying?
We talked about this like, oh, hold on, I gotta 1 second. We talked about this field reporter thing, right?
Yeah, let's. Okay, yeah.
So we just wanted to kind of get a feel for how things going.
Well, I'm dying right now.
We've seen it multiple times.
I feel like we're doing fine. I think we're probably behind in the DPS race. You don't have to confirm or deny that, but we're doing a really clean run, so it feels good.
Yeah. How you guys feeling about the last boss and the tentacles?
Easy.
Easy.
All right, I'm getting a notepad out.
I have actual dollars that are hanging on you getting hit, Scrap.
Me?
So,
you want
yeah.
me to get hit or not hit?
The Vegas
I'm
odds
not
are
gonna
2 to
say
1
it.
that you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Okay, who's splitting it with me to rig it?
Nobody. We don't need the rig it.
I
You're
was
gonna
gonna
get
say,
hit.
yeah, no, we're not giving you anything because we're just gonna get the money regardless.
Oh my god. But I mean, if you let me in on it, I'll definitely get hit or not get hit.
No, that taints the competition here.
Yeah, it does. That's the point. I'm trying to make some money, dude.
All right, well, we want to watch you guys kill this this general here. This is I know the other team's already done, but we missed it on stream, so we're just gonna watch real quick.
Oh, what?
You
fucking
spoiled it.
it. They're ahead of us.
Yeah, but how far ahead?
Ahead by at least
Ahead
a
enough.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they are.
They're having a Hall of Fame run here. You guys are in trouble. So
Oh my god.
get pumping. Get
Yeah,
pumping.
time to turn it up.
Try those
Listen,
pumpers.
Lithium, go ahead and start
earlier we lose,
DPSing.
The earlier I can go and
Run other things.
do dungeons
Yeah,
on my
I
hunter.
told her we were gonna take her hunter on something.
We were actually Scrap, and okay, so I want to see some of these anima powers real quick. So this is the one I think.
What do you want to see?
No, you can go and keep going. I'll regenerative
I'm gonna
fungus.
take this one.
What's the name of it, just so I can read it out?
Handbook of Uncivil Etiquette.
Oh, that's not one. Oh, that's a specific one.
Is that
for-
the interrupt?
Yeah, it's the
The one
interrupt.
you're crazy about? Oh no. So
It's,
we've got
it's
the
for
Oh,
raid
shit.
training.
Dude,
I
I
did
forgot
not
about this guy.
remember.
get the interrupt rotation down now.
I'm planning on them all getting hit by tentacles and wiping on the last boss. So
So them all getting
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's how. we're
So
gonna
the
get
Handbook of Uncivil Etiquette
I
inflicts
don't
10%
get hit by those.
damage to targets you successfully interrupt for 5 seconds, and your interrupt is on a 12-second cooldown.
I don't know. I don't even know where it is.
Scrapper
15
doesn't
That's a
believe in
problem.
interrupting, so this anima power will hopefully train her.
Yeah,
to
I'm,
do better.
I'm trying to use it to train me.
Fair enough.
Look, I just kicked something. I wasn't
You're
supposed
not supposed to kick that scrap.
I was
All right.
demonstrating the power.
Garen, let's leave them to their fun
Check
clean
in on
run.
team. Let's check on the other team. The
Okay.
the
Can we
possible
focus on
winners
this
here.
ambusher,
All right, here we
please?
go. All right, team. We just want to come by and check in. We're trying to do a little new like field reporting thing. How you guys feeling so far?
Feeling strong. Only one mistake. Somebody pulled a tentacle. Still don't know who that was. Anti. But I think we're doing well, man.
Now, I've been peeking at the DPS, but I think Haywire has it running for each pull, so I can't quite see the overall. Does anyone have an overall?
I have an
who's leading?
overall. He's at 7.1. Senior is at 6.3. Anti's at 4.6. I'm at 3.9.
Okay, Senior, I think we all owe you $20.
Wow. Yeah, we owe him a lot.
Did he not tell you? I'm
Why
running
did
a
we
build
talk
tonight?
about my DPS?
He's running a new spec.
I'm running Breath of Syndragosa. Did Pickle not tell you guys that?
No,
I'm trying
you
a
didn't.
brand new build. He knew that.
How's that
you
working out
you were
for you?
talking about that.
Oh, it sucks.
I
Fuck
mean,
this
I
game.
did
Yeah.
leave out some details, but it's not important.
I've got both running, Frank.
Considering I'm running 2.5k less.
Where's
DPS,
your other one, Haywire?
Very bottom left is overall. Right next to it is per fight or per
Oh,
pull.
I can only see it because of the way that the screen's set up. I can only see the right one. Anyways, not the
I'm
point.
gonna reflect the first.
How are you guys feeling about the run? Do you think you're ahead? You're behind?
Very.
I'm gonna
far.
reflect.
I
that.
mean,
It's been pretty flawless, and we're
if
killing.
we're
it.
ahead with me doing this shit DPS, then it's gonna be a long night.
Okay.
Or a short night.
We also are taking bets. Just so you guys know, the Vegas odds are 2 to
I'll
1
interrupt.
that Scrap's gonna get hit by a tentacle. Anyone want to get in on that action?
Oh,
Easily.
Really
I'll put
bad.
100 to 1 on that.
100 to
It's
1.
more of-
So what's your bet though?
Is
100
100 as
gold.
high as you can go?
100.
All right.
All right, well, we're gonna make some money this run.
We'll see how it goes. All right, you guys have fun. We're gonna jump back in the press box.
100 to 1.
All right, so again, I apologize for the Fazzolis' garbage team spoiling that they are behind, but we are now watching the final boss. This is I think a very fun boss. I know for you it's a lot stressful because there's so many dispels you need to really worry about. But other than that, it's like a genuinely good time.
Yeah, I like this boss. I like this whole dungeon. This is one of the ones that I enjoy, and I never really get tired of running compared to things like Spires. I think this is a
God,
final
they burned
boss
that.
that is almost raid worthy. It's just a great. It's just made great. I could just imagine doing this with like 25 people. Oh, I'm sorry. The superior version of this game has that, not this one. 11 people. So it's a great fight.
You
and
can do 25 rating.
yeah, you can, but you can't really find 25 people who will commit.
I hate
We-
taking this fight because I can't quite step in the puddle.
We can already hear that Senior Pickle hates this fight.
Is he already dead?
No,
probably
no,
already
no,
dead.
no, he's not. He just,
I
think
like
he's
I like
stressed
this
about it.
boss. I think the idea of the one-shot mechanic. The thing with this fight is it's your fault. It's not RNG. It's your fault. They give you enough time to move. There's enough room to move. If people still get hit, I don't understand it. And it's one of those things that if you get hit by it and you die, you slap your forehead and say,
Yeah.
"What the hell did I do?"
Yeah.
Because it's your fault. It's somebody else's fault. That's why I like this fight.
I'll be
You are
honest. I'll be honest. Like I've definitely died to this more often than I even probably care to admit.
Is it on your DCD?
But the reason why it usually happens is, you know, I've been talking about. So, in case anyone hasn't heard me talk about my new arcane build, it is
Oh, God.
it is very problematic for me because once I start my pump, I
Dude.
cannot move.
Rallying, everybody's at like 90%.
Everyone's fine on this. I don't know why they're worried about those
There was
tentacles.
one person
But anyways,
healing there.
once I start moving, and so there's been a couple times, even just this season on this fight, where I see a tentacle, I am clearly right in front of it, it has gone off, and I'm fine, and then the next one overlaps it by a mile, and so I get killed. So, you know, that usually kind of stresses me out.
When I healed you, you were counting, and I said,
Yes.
"Frank, you're gonna hit by this final cone," and it was a snowball, I think, from the mist caller.
Yeah, yeah.
You just took it. You just ate it. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're. I don't know what you're.
I
hitting,
wanted
but
the DPS that badly.
I guess so.
All right,
But
let's
there we
jump
go.
back in that team with them and talk to them real quick. All right, it's official. You guys have taken the first game.
oh, grats us.
Yep. So
Existential, you're gonna be able to brag. You're beating your guild leader, who you hyped up so much, and you guys like 3-keyed this, and they're probably gonna wipe.
She's still my friend. It's okay.
No way. There's no way they're gonna wipe on this.
Yeah, there is a good chance.
we're gonna
All
actually
right.
we're gonna watch
Now-
together if you guys want. It's because we have that bet. They're about to pull Margrave or whatever her name is.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm switching back to my.
and it's from Scrap's view as well.
Yep.
This is gonna
Yes,
be
switch back
glorious.
for the 13,
So,
dude, for
I
sure.
think there's about 13,000 gold on the line here for if she makes it or not. Now she said she was gonna throw it on purpose just so she get the gold herself, but
She's
Oh,
not.
clever.
I don't think she'll do it anyways, just for pride's sakes. Did they just use hero? Oh, no, she enraged. Okay.
It's like you underestimate how much she spends on transmog.
Oh, I know. I know. All right, so she's going down for this first one. Here's tentacle phase number 1. I like how we have, you know, great job, guys. You killed it. Now let's watch something fun.
Yeah.
No, I'm genuinely impressed. That was a hell of a run.
Yeah.
Like
Hell
that was.
of a lot
did
of
you, was
DPS
that
too.
was that three chests?
We were 30
No,
seconds
actually,
off
it
of
was
3.
we
Oh
were
my
one
goodness.
death. We were one death off of the.
If
she
somebody
goes-
had
she's
the
behind,
right
she's
talents for
behind.
this, then they would have got it.
It's
All
okay,
right.
Danny. You hadn't even warmed up today. You're good.
They got the first one down, first tentacle phase down, so she's alive. It's usually the second one I think she dies on though, right?
Yeah, it's near the end, and I'm sure the pressure
Yes,
is
you
mounting
would.
on her now. And
Did
she's
they
eat the ground.
heroism already? They heroismed already.
They just
They did.
heroed, yeah.
I'm really bad at heroes.
On the first
too, but I'm also
phase.
bad at everything.
No.
second phase.
Okay.
It comes together.
Now what we'll do is after we watch this, we'll go on ahead and take our first break and get everyone scheduled for the 13 spires, if I remember correctly.
Bad at everything.
Here we go, tentacle
Oh
phase
my
number
God.
2.
The
This is where you win or lose your
money's
money.
on the line.
Yeah.
Money's on the line.
I'd really hate for Haywire to lose 40,000 gold.
Scrap will love it because
I have not
whoever said
had
that
to
Scrap
focus
spends so
on
much
Scrap
gold on
anything,
transmog
I'm
is
very
right.
glad.
It's like 3-4 times a dungeon.
Oh, she's not paying attention. She's not paying attention. Okay, she's back on.
Mm.
All right, good.
Why is she
She's
so close to her
clear.
character? Zoom out, dog.
I already told her that, and she zoomed out and then zoomed back in. All right, here's where she can easily get messed up because in this final phase, the tentacles pop up in the middle of the fight. But if they burn it quick enough, you can hear Sarah actually listening play-by-play on what Scrap's doing to make sure she doesn't get hit. I think she's gonna make it. She's looking clean. 7%, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Going the wrong way.
They made it. All right. Again, sorry, Haywire, for the loss of money. But the good news is that you guys have won the first game. So we will go ahead and take our first break. Anything you as the winning team want to say about going into the next game? Any confidence boosting that you want to do?
With how much I've ran Spires these past 2 weeks, this is an ace in the hole.
Well, I gotta ask though, because it doesn't look like
this
Technique
man.
knew exactly the route he wanted to go. You guys pulled that second general after the second boss. You're gonna make sure he knows he's.
It's just because he was on the correct platform. We were like, fuck it, let's go.
Okay, fair enough.
I wanted to pull him while he was on that corner.
Yeah, he had just jumped to us, and we wanted to pull before we went to it to get the other guy.
I just saw what Garen wrote in chat.
Yeah, I need you to delete that. That was not intentional.
What did you do in chat?
Yeah. Anyways, point is, congratulations, guys. First win. We will be right back after this break for Spires 13.
We're gonna bump up the losers here to inspire them.
We'll talk to them when we come back from break.
All right.
The losers,
gentlemen.
he calls them.
All right. Be back soon.
Good job, team.
I'm already inside the dungeon.
All right, we're back. Everyone, stop swearing and saying your naughty words.
Gamer words.
Now I gotta apologize. You guys were so far behind that we had to go to break after you finished your dungeon.
Rude.
Now I do need to call out Scrap. You did survive, and every other person in the other group made a bet, and they all lost gold. So now you should collect gold from them.
I get the gold? Like,
I feel like that's the only fair thing.
Yeah, it seems to be like the only fair thing.
They made 100 to 1 odds, so I think they bet like
Oh
40,000 gold. So you should collect it from them.
Jesus.
Okay, I really need that, honestly, though.
Collect
Like,
Scrap.
that could really change my life.
That's a moth.
Yeah, that's a moth. I could buy my
Change your
moth.
life.
What
I don't
moth?
think it's gonna
Change my
change your
life.
life.
What moth are you guys talking about?
The moth that Sarah has in the mouth.
Garden wheeled moths.
It's girl stuff. Never mind.
Girl stuff, please.
Anyways,
Spoken like a true man who's too old to have sex.
Oh my god.
Jesus, Sarah. That was aggressive there.
Oh man.
Are we gonna start this key or what?
Well,
Wait,
I wanted to give you an opportunity to speak your minds after the first run. It is now 1-0 in the favor of Suck Good, and so I wanted to give you a chance.
I mean, I think they've got numbers on us, but like there's a lot harder mechanics in a 13, and I'm just hoping they're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I don't disagree with as far as technique doesn't
Gamer
feel very
word.
confident.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot they have technique. I think. Not to say, but I think Sarah has experience tanking these high dungeons, and technique doesn't really, right?
Well, Haywire has been running SOA like crazy to get his bow, so he's probably going to be feeding all that into Technique's ear.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, well, if you guys are ready, I'm going to go ahead and move back to the press box. So, Garen, if you'll jump in, I'm going to take Scrap with us. And Scrap, you have the 13, right?
Yes, I have a 13.
All right, cool. And I'm going to go
Ready.
ahead and move Technique in here. I got to move Garen because he didn't listen to me at all. There he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to make sure I don't accidentally move him back. Hold on.
Oh, I forgot to put an enchant on my ring.
I need you to run.
I guess-
Sarah, I want her to lose. I want her to lose badly.
That's not very nice.
It's her. Yes, it is.
Why?
It's
Because
fair.
because of the comment she made?
Yes.
Yeah, that was, I can't believe you said that.
An accurate comment, I would like to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make a big Twitter about this now.
Okay.
Okay, I am.
Technique, are you back yet?
Twitter.
I'm back yet.
Okay, and you have the 13 aspires as well, correct?
I has it. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Good mount for this outfit.
Scrap, I just want to make sure because I've seen you in the past think
Ooh.
that we've got this fine. You do have a 13, not a 14, right?
Hold on, let me pick my mount out. Real quick.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Get that that
this
mog
looks-
does
this
not
looks good,
work.
right? It's the
No,
only white mog I have for spires.
it doesn't work. The shoulders are off.
All
The
right.
shoulders are
The drip can
cool,
wait.
Okay. Hold on, I have 13 spires.
Okay, cool.
Drip
So,
can never wait.
Garen is taking his glasses off. That's how serious he's taking this next run. Technique, is your team ready?
Let's do a ready check, team. Are we ready,
Because
team?
it looks like they're all sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. Waiting on Pickle and Haywire. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Wait, does he have a key?
You're the key holder.
He can if he wants.
Okay, you need.
We both have a 13 spires. That's fine.
Okay, just make
Oh
sure.
my God.
Well, then hold on. Let me bring Senior in here. Hold on. All right, so I don't care who uses their key, but let's just make sure we count down together. Senior, are you ready?
I mean, I'd need to talk more about Fazzoli's, but
Okay, here. We'll give you the
Do
platform.
Wait, do you actually have Fazzolis?
well, yeah, until it went out of business due to health
Don't even do it.
violations,
Oh, that's fine.
rats and breadsticks, just a bunch of bad shit.
No, health.
Oh, sorry, bad poop. My bad.
Health.
Don't worry,
benefit.
Sarah's already started some serious drama on this with her gamer
Yeah,
words.
she has. Yeah, no.
Well, I
kidding.
mean, Garen did say some very mean, cruel things in chat about Scrapclaw.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, we already
What did I
told you
say?
this.
Oh wait, yeah. He
The
called me a
word
slur.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Garen's
bad
having,
timing, man.
Garen's
Bad
having the night of
timing.
ages.
Honestly, not okay, dude. Not okay.
Okay.
Well,
My team's ready.
All right, team's ready. Senior and Technique, your team's ready. So, Garen, I will leave it to you to count it down. I see Scrap ready to click the button, so be careful.
I'm ready right now.
all right, guys. I want this one to be fun. We're gonna do this differently. When I say 0, you have to click your. You know how like when you take pictures, you say cheese on 0.
Uh-huh.
At 0, I want everybody to say Fazzoli's is great. All right,
I'm
3,
just gonna hit activate.
2, 1, 0.
Activate.
Crickets.
No, that's not.
Fazzoli's great. I've never had it.
Good job.
Trash.
Send me back.
I am so excited for Gen
It's the
Con this
top.
year. So if you're watching and you are coming to Gen Con in Indianapolis. A lot of us are getting together at least one time, probably for 5 minutes before we all just want to get away. We're gonna have a. I think we instead of doing chicken tenders, we need to have a Italian restaurant off and settle this for good.
See, that's the problem, and I'm just gonna cover the MDL for just a second here. Big pull out of So Good, which is interesting. Oh, wait.
I got it bounce out.
Oh, hold on. I gotta tell Technique he's got the stream going. Or does he?
I don't know. I'm lost, but I know that Technique's team is really taking a risk here with all of these guys, and they're LOSing the big dude, so the Rebellious Fist did not go off and kill them. Good to see. Looks like you're right. Haywire is probably a master of spires at this point.
Hold on. Technique, do you have the stream up? Because I can hear myself.
No.
Why the? Okay, sorry. All right, I'm gonna turn that off for a second as I. Oh,
Yeah,
Haywire does.
no.
That's why Haywire does. Because he's the one that's doing their audio. Haywire, do you have the stream up?
Nope.
Well, then why do I hear myself? What the? I'm sorry. What? Okay, whatever. We'll just not listen to their audio. Anyways, so they're off to a good start. They made a big pull, which I think, honestly, if you can pull it off, is a huge time saver because we're talking about like maybe 2 to 3 minutes here. I do need to call out just for the sanctity of the race. The So Good team did start 2 seconds ahead of Fazzoli's garbage, so we just need to make sure we keep that in mind in case it does come down to it.
If it's any pace like it was last run, I don't think those 2 seconds will make a big difference.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we're going to switch to the other team just because, again, I can't figure out what's going on with the audio. Thank God I can't hear myself on theirs. I'm pretty sure Haywire is listening to the stream. That's the only reason he could hear us.
He's just rolling, man. He is just shooting away, letting his pet do 95% of the work, and just enjoying his new bow.
I just saw that Leo the Cool was calling out your breadsticks, and you get what you pay for. Which, by the way, Leo, thanks for joining us again. Leo always shows up into the chat just to stir the pot, and then he'll just walk away as Garen and Scrap and Senior fight.
I would like to counter that. Maybe it's not so much that you get what you pay for. Maybe it's that Fazzoli's is such a good establishment, such a good restaurant that they treat you like you're at home. You get the bread for free. Do you pay for bread at Texas Roadhouse or Red Lobster or insert random name of any other restaurant that gives you free bread? No, it's a courtesy, and Fazzoli's gives you that, unlike other fast food restaurants, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Fazzoli's.
Moe's gives you free chips. Technically, is that elevating Moe's as far as over Taco Bell?
There you go.
What's Moe's? No, Moe's is gross. That's like a Chipotle place, right?
I mean, it's a Mexican.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
But your logic that you just applied was, hey, they're giving it to me for free because they're a nice stand-up company.
Appreciate me more.
Yes. No, that's fair. If that's the case, then obviously I will have to try Moe's. I think Chipotle.
You've never tried Moe's?
I've never been to Moe's.
Oh, wow.
I've been to Chipotle, but it's very much a fad food. I think it's a fad food. Like I lived in a town. I'll just call it a town. And it was like Chipotle was always busy, and it was very much had a type that was eating there at all times. Like it had literally a line out the door. It was that bad. And I tried it for the first time. I was like, this ain't that great. This isn't. It's just rice and taco shit. So it just wasn't that good. So I haven't really. I don't know. I'll try Moe's.
Yeah, no, I mean, Moe's is actually a hometown Atlanta company, I believe. So,
I hope I don't
I have a soft spot for them in my heart. But I know you hate Atlanta, so.
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Don't. You've already dug enough holes this week. All right, so we did see a general killed there. That general, I don't know his name, but just to get everyone on the same page of what his thing is everyone has to kind of stay on top of him because he will fear anyone that's not within 6 yards of another player. And on top of that, he will then immediately after that try to hit players with a bleed. And if they're within 6 yards of someone, they'll hit those people as well. So it's kind of like a pull in, pull out quickly method to make sure no one gets hit by it.
Which I know all about at all ages of time.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help if there's.
I'm going to have to take a second for walking into that one. That was.
It's all taking it.
Well, Sarah started it. Anyway, one other thing that boss does is he has a healing reduction up. So healers really have to push. It's like 50% healing reduction. It's like a mortal strike at all periods of times. So nope, that was him. So I would say out of all of these to heal, he's the worst because no matter what's going on, it's already from the get-go affecting the damage that people are taking and what I'm healing. I just can't. I can't keep up towards the end because it's so bad. The other ones, at least, it's like cleanse a dot, avoid a line,
Sorry,
focus heal one guy in the far
people.
back.
Oh, God,
But
I
this
missed
guy,
that.
it's just you are getting wrecked nonstop, and there's very little your healer can do to help.
Yeah. All right, so we are on the first boss, which I actually think this boss is no joke on Tyrannical as well. As
Boss
Scrap
of moving.
continues to flirt with the little beam that you can walk through and get yourself some debuffs. I'm seeing So Good has killed him, and again, we'll try to listen to their stream here in a second. I just want to know what's going on with the audio. But I don't know. I think this is going to be a boss that's going to probably take a full 2 minutes to clear on a 13 for most of these teams, at least. Because even So Good team did slow down a little bit on
When
him.
we did that
I am just
shit with the Nationals,
blown
we
away.
had
I mean,
a
I always,
wall,
if you took me to the
after
front lines of a
the
Mythic
previous
Plus race,
premiere, just
I
not
would
being
take
able to see
Scrap,
anything.
even with her issues that she sometimes has, and we
Well,
like to make
yeah,
fun of her with
like,
the
I would
tentacles.
know
I
I
would
was in the
take
right
her
spot, I
right
just wouldn't
away.
be able to see
Yeah.
anything,
But
I
wow,
would just kinda have
her
to,
team
like,
is getting
wait for the
decimated this
fucking,
week.
like,
It's
you
not
know,
even. It's
cast
almost
to
not
go
even a
off,
contest. We
and
didn't
then just
see
be
this
like,
coming
just,
when
like,
we balanced these teams. So
out to the side.
I don't even know what to suggest to them at this point.
Well, and again, I think it's the pulls that matter, and I don't know if there's the slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. Again, as Scrap takes the beam.
I need to get better
But that first
Yeah,
pull, like I
right,
said,
see?
can save you 2 minutes alone to the point where you could take your time on bosses and still probably have enough time. I am interested to see, even though, and for those who don't know, this second boss that's going to come up soon was nerfed pretty heavily, in my opinion. We'll see that firsthand on this run, especially on a tyrannical run. But yeah, I mean, it's taking them some time, and I would say the DPS has caught up a little bit more to Scrap's, but Scrap is still head and shoulders above. So this might be again, as long as the other team doesn't make a and in fairness, this is a dungeon where mistakes can hurt drastically. Not only can you have a long run back, but also you over pull or you accidentally make a pull. I mean, it's like
I love that.
those 10 mobs will just wipe everyone out quickly, but you'll still try to salvage it for some reason.
Yeah. Again, we don't have a rogue tonight, so hopefully everybody has a way to skip the big platform. If not, there could be mistakes there.
And we're doing different routes too.
Okay,
Yeah, even simple things like not interrupting Rebellious Fist, that can cause a wipe. Not so much on tyrannical weeks, but there is, if they go the same route that has like the two guys at the same time. I know we're having our games with our kick orders, but somebody could mess up and that could lead to a wipe.
All right, well, we are switching back over. I don't hear the audio issues anymore, so we should be okay, hopefully. And they're going two different routes here. So Good went to the right, and Fazzoli's garbage went to the left.
Sarah's doing the thing that you used to do, which is pull a little bit on the left and then go right. Might be stuck in those old prideful habits that we're going to be tough to break.
That's not the meta anymore.
No, it's not.
So
we don't have our little map add-on up, and that's the thing I miss the most about Season 1 is you don't see a tank just randomly pull out their map just in the middle of the run when the timer's ticking down.
Well, and I know like Lithium would always be asking like, what's the best route for this or that, and again, I do agree that this is a lot less heavy of a route. Everyone will kind of be doing the same thing. Yeah, because the generals, really kind of give that extra, let's call it 10% boost to damage. That all that matters is to get to the generals. And on something like Spires of Ascension, it's really personal preference at this point. Now, I think I still prefer going the other way. Actually, no, maybe not. I don't know.
I like the right side. I think it's fine. Yeah, you have a couple messy pulls with the patrols that go back. No, maybe not. Maybe I like the left side because it's a way less hectic and a little bit more predictable. On the right side, you have to deal with like the 5 or 6 little rims flying around, and you have like the big pack of 4 elites that are also patrolling. So I've messed that up before. I don't think you really deal with anything like that on the left side. It's just kind of a straight shot.
The left side's easier, but for one pull, and it's that pull when you get down to the elbow. Okay, so you take your left, you kill the, let's say, 2 or 3 mobs that you want to kill up there, and then you jump down, and there's the 6 birds, just like on this side. And then there's the pull after that, where there's a hidden tiger or whatever. There's 2 casters, and then there's the general. And that actually, when we ran Frank versus Garen 2, we did Spires, and that pull right there was the one pull that could have lost it for us, and luckily we cleaned it up. But just because I couldn't get everyone pulled without, even as a paladin with all the interrupts I have, I just couldn't get everyone in position, so like every bit of DPS was split. So maybe this is, they used the spear here. I don't know if I agree with that.
No, I definitely don't.
back.
Unless they pulled extra. If
They
they, oh wait,
pulled
they
both
pulled
of
all
them,
groups.
but I
Okay,
still-
then I would agree with spearing here.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if it's still necessary. It's Tyrannical week, so like,
Control.
only thing that matters is still interrupting the two guys. I mean, again, I'm used to divine tolling, so maybe I'm.
Again, how
Oop,
many times
one's
have you
dead.
run Spires this week?
Take 4, 6, and 6.
Because I
One's-
know Haywire's run it 20-something times.
Well, look, there's 2 dead in this group. This is that wipe I was fearing about.
No,
Haywire's
Yeah.
still alive, Technique's still alive, and
there's no way,
Existential's still alive.
I
But
wonder
there's
what got
so-
them there. I wonder if they were just fighting, and because those little guys spawned some ghosts, that may have helped kill them, or maybe Rebellious Fist went
Oh,
off.
Haywire should finish this guy off to his right real quick. Oh, he feared him.
You really
okay.
should. Yep.
Okay, so they're getting the big golem. Okay, I think they're gonna survive this, but 10 seconds could. Oh, then 10 seconds could mean something.
Oh, nobody interrupted that Rebellious Fist, and they were
Yeah.
just sitting there watching it cast.
Yeah.
That
Sorry,
is
that might have been a little too aggressive.
oof. Good recovery though, and by
Yeah.
the time they're done, Auntie and Pickle should be back.
Yeah. Yeah, it could. I mean, I don't think it's gonna come down to 10 seconds, but it could be a problem that they regret later. All right, let's go and take a look at the left side as we were arguing the debates of or merits of each
Is
side.
anybody secretly
Um,
hearing him?
Okay. Oh, they did come back around. So they went back to the right side. You're right. She pulled 1 or 2 and then went back to the right side.
Yeah, like I said, they're still stuck on that prideful route.
This-
A lot of tanks are still haven't. It's
If-
something like
if
just make it up
anybody
at the
on
very
team
end.
knows how
That's
to
what people
do
are doing now. Is they're just rushing, getting their powers, and then if they need any extra percentage, they're just getting it towards the end, pulling an extra group. But-
It could be okay. I don't know if I agree with it right away, but they could have a plan in place that because at that
know
last
if I
platform
actually
before you
ever-
go up to fight Devos, there's a lot of different ways you can handle that. You can skip
just
here, you can
doing
skip
a good
there, you
job
can
because it's
just
not
kill
very
one set of
high
groups and nothing else. So if that's their play, then maybe this will work
Yeah,
out. I don't
fucking
think it
keep
will,
some
but
master, dude.
it's definitely
have
interesting to
new
see
keys
because I don't think I've
on
seen this
this.
on this season of Fix yet.
Yeah, it's the Frank route, man. You started a trend in the MDL community with going pulling the little guys on the left and then going right.
Don't trend. No, I would always go left completely. I just went
Forget
left
about this
100%.
Oh my
Oh well, then who am I trending on here then?
I think a lot of people did that maybe early on in the season because I know I did that like 6 months ago, but once I started doing the left route, I just had a lot more success with getting them done on time.
Thank you very much, Matthew.
But maybe I was making things harder for myself anyways. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm totally lost here. Oops, sorry. I threw you under
No,
the bus
don't-
there. Maybe it wasn't your thing.
No,
I guess we've seen some of the
I've
other.
done it before. I'm not gonna wash
Yeah.
my hands
This
of it.
one's so chaotic.
Sure, we've seen some of the other big shot, big league and tanks come in and do something like that, and then
So much chaos.
I've noticed we kind of steal some stuff from them, and some
Careful.
people forget to drop their habits. And
Yeah.
again, percentages aren't that big of a deal anymore, which is awesome.
Well, and percentages are percentages. They're always 100% of a big deal, right? But how you get them, I definitely think there's room that you can clean things up. Like last season, that 100% meaned a lot because if you got it at the wrong time, you could really hurt yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, new season, new changes.
I'm seeing Jason MT Francis in the chat reacting to, oh my god, I'm not sure what they are shocked about. Maybe
That's
they'll be.
Lithian.
Is that Lithian?
That's Lithian.
Is Lithian stream sniping?
He's stream sniping.
Unbelievable, Lithian.
Now he's gonna say he's just
Well,
giving
then-
us that view, but you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it
But
actually.
let's go. I'm gonna.
Oh no,
let's
it's
go.
Shawnee. It's Shawnee.
Oh, it is Shawnee. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It is. My bad. They're both. Everybody's in there.
I should have known that because
Three out
I
of
think,
four
I
guys
think-
in this community are named Jason, so it's
Oh,
we got a lot of
I knew it
Jasons.
as soon as
okay.
I
Well,
went
Shawnee, how you
there
doing tonight,
that
man?
we were gonna have trouble with the whole,
Shawnee, if you got Amazon Prime, go on ahead and send your free Prime sub to us.
and reset the
Everyone
boss
do that for that. Leo, you do that
so
too.
that we can get the next.
I think.
idiot.
Oh, why are they? They were sitting so they can get to that. Okay, so we're seeing another general here. Actually, Garen, we need to talk about this after stream. We need to come up with a new icon for subscriptions. We never had to worry about it until we hit affiliate, and now we're affiliate. So
Uh-oh. Now we're big leaguing everybody.
yeah, now we're making $3 or no $2.50.
Oh my god. I can quit my job finally. I just
There he
made Joel
is.
a sponsorship.
Hey,
We're
another
good to go.
sub. Thanks, Shawnee. We got the generic zombie chasing setup again. I didn't even anticipate having to make one, so my bad.
You gotta get Scrap to animate us some kind of neat artwork for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure she can come up with something interesting. Maybe a prideful guy, or sorry, a general here, not a prideful guy.
Well, we can use maybe like because if we're using right now an Arthas GIF that is I'm gonna be 100% transparent. taken from the web. I haven't given the person rightful credit, I would assume. But I don't have another one, so I need to figure out like how do we keep it. The score right now is 1-0. Team So Good is in the lead, Shawnee. And honestly, things aren't looking too good here for the, what did you call them? Girl group and a half or something?
Girl group and a half, because I think it's 4-1. But Lithian. Stop myself.
You are out of control.
Yeah, girl group and a half, because it's 4 girls, one Lithian.
Okay, fair enough.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, this is the second boss here that we believe I think has had their wings clipped pretty badly because and they're actually even talking about it in Discord right now. We see the little black pool that's spitting out orbs. It's about to hit Haywire. Oh, so close. They used to stay the whole fight. Now they only. Oh god, this is sloppy. Technique, what are you doing, man? Now they disappear after the first recharge, so this isn't going to be that hard. But it is still a DPS race, because you could screw up pretty badly. Especially since there is some healing. I mean, you as a healer know that there's some healing you got to do on this fight. Garen, you there?
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm sorry if we're talking about this boss. I had a message come through.
No, it's right. I was just saying that healing this could be a challenge, not only because obviously the blur.
Not anymore. Not anymore. No, it's
not
it
even
was always
the bleed.
No, it was real. So here's the thing with this boss when it comes to healing it and why everybody's stressed out. We couldn't really do. He has 2 main mechanics here. He'll put a bleed, as you see. Haywire has it, which didn't help that he just got whacked as well.
They're about to reset. They're about to reset it. Look at this.
Yeah, the bleed icon is you can't really control it. Usually it's somebody at range gets it. Healers just have to focus it. Everything else, again, kind of how I was saying about Margrave, you're responsible for not getting hit by these. It's not the healer's job all the time to make sure that you don't die. We can't sometimes, but there is like a cooldown, like he can't get hit by one and then the other one. So it's easy to heal back up. It's just the same people get hit all the time, and if they had the bleed debuff, they're dead.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I think you're right. I mean, I sit here as what you usually see pugs, and not so much anymore as I used to. But like, I can't trust pugs not to do what they're supposed to do. And more often than not, as a healer, I would sit there and just assume, okay, I got to take care of this because obviously they're not going to do their part.
Gotcha. I mean, that's one way to look at it, but I don't think he's as bad as he used to be. I actually really like that boss. I think it's fun chaos.
Yeah, I liked it a lot before the nerfs. I think it actually is not as fun anymore.
What did they nerf?
The little black pools. They despawn after 2 pools, whereas like in the past you'd have like 6 or 7 based on how long it's going.
Dang, they neutered that boss then.
Yeah, they really did. All right, so this is the last of the mini bosses that we've seen. And we're gonna wait until they pull it after this boss or this ad right here. But this is God, why don't they have the names on wide? Like, this is not easy to read. Oh yes, they do have the names. Okay, this is Incinerator Arcaleth, and their spells are kind of pretty straightforward. They put a lot of debuffs out. Actually, again, as a healer, you'd be able to speak to this better. But this is the one that puts the fire debuffs.
It's a magic debuff, and it's bad. It's not quite as bad as like the 3rd boss in Theater of Pain, but he usually does it 2 at a time. Like everything that we've seen this expansion, it's always 2 debuffs at a time. So you have to
gotta choose.
Yeah, you have to who dies basically.
Yep.
And with this boss, it overlaps. So when I cleanse 1, someone still has it, and then if RNG's bad, 2 more people could get it. So then 2 people have the debuff. If your damage isn't there, eventually everybody's going to have it. And if you get hit by the big flaming rings that you see, chances are you're not topped off, you're dead.
Yeah. So usually, I think I see on average like 3 debuffs out, because they go out and they actually last longer than before he sets out another one. So like, you'll see someone lingering with a debuff as another 2 go out.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I've seen some people die, even though that was, I want to say it's the KT boss in Castle Nathria, where it's the same mechanic as his Phoenix, or I'm sorry, his Ember Blast, where it's just a big brown thing. We should have learned then. Don't get hit by that thing.
Okay, so they're pulling this, which I don't usually see, especially with that mini boss right there that Haywire is about to auto pull.
Right there, Paladin apologetic.
Okay, so everything's fine, I guess.
That's you.
All right, they're getting the interrupts done correctly.
Everything is, this trash is just melting. This group is.
Haywire's making a cardinal sin here, and we've talked about this because of the dragon. What's the #1 rule about where you position yourself in M+s?
Wait on stack.
Don't position yourself ahead of the tank.
Well,
Right.
And he just like, I mean, granted, I think he knows what he's doing, but like you putting yourself in position like, why? You don't need to be there. In fact, he's not even looking behind him as he might accidentally pull. Oh God, he's about to do it. He's about to do it.
I must be missing whatever you're seeing here.
Right
Are you
there.
talking about the ads on the side? I may be lagging behind.
You're a little behind, but the ads to, and he's zooming out right now because I think he realized he was about to do it. There's ads to his right.
Okay, yeah. He's being a hunt. Ooh, okay, I can't say that on stream. He's being another version of the word.
They know
hunter.
what you. Yeah, they know what you're gonna
Yeah.
say.
Okay, well, yeah. There you go. Beastmaster hunters at their finest here, and that's what happens. It happens all the time, even on BC. Get these hunters that just charge in front of tanks and pull stuff.
Yeah. Well,
This is what they do.
and even then, like unnecessary for him to be. Okay, so they're pulling another group here. This is strange. This is definitely not a route I see. I'm not sure why either.
Get that percentage, I guess.
No, they definitely need a percentage. But what I'm saying is,
or
like,
is,
why
or
is
is
this
it
the
just
route?
are they just mocking the other team?
No,
They know they're
no.
so far ahead that they're just pulling everything for fun.
They're at
Because I
80
don't understand either.
They're at 85. After this mob will probably be like 86%, and then, oh, Scrap got hit by the way by the orbs. And so they'll definitely need more percentage. That's for certain. But what I'm saying is like usually, this pack right here is usually not one you don't even pull anyways because this mob takes so long to kill. But again, maybe they're gonna skip something here, and I just don't know it. We'll see.
It could have been accidental. I don't know. We know that warrior tanks have a really bad habit of clicking that charge button and not really thinking. But again, Haywire's been in here longer than I've been alive, so he has to know what he's doing, and I assume he's the one giving direction.
Longer than I've been alive. Okay. All right. Well, all right. While we're waiting for this to finish up here, because I feel like this again is getting to a point now where as long as they can handle this next boss, things should be okay for Team So Good. What are some of your favorite affixes from this new 9.1?
Affixes like the
powers? Animal powers. I apologize. Animal powers.
I as a healer, I love Stone Ward because it gives me a little bit as a paladin healer. It gives me a little bit more of a chance to keep everybody alive. I know you guys take the piss out of me all the time about how easy Holy Pally is, but some of these fights are really tough.
No one says it's easy. That's what
yeah, you do.
No, you're just you're powered, so it's not like it's like you shouldn't complain.
We're very underpowered, and Stone Ward helps me make up for that. I really like the Ichor or whatever it's called, where it's really fun as a Holy Pally because my APM is so crazy. I'm just clicking nonstop.
Is there an add-on that we can track the APMs? I feel like that's like instead of the fail meters, we need to have an APM meters.
I would love to. You guys would be blown away with how fast my fingers work. Since I've discovered key bindings a decade too late.
After Sarah's talked about it, I don't know if anyone thinks your fingers work that fast, period.
I'm just curious.
Okay. Real funny ones.
Jammed you up there.
Anyway, no. Okay, let me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I forgot what we were talking about.
You like the
I like the Ichor talent because I can it basically does a splash, a blood splash.
Oh
that
yeah,
kills
that's
everybody.
What is that one? Hold on, because that's a good one. I agree with you.
Yeah, Ichor of some kind of fluid.
Bottle of sanguine Ichor. Okay, so
there you go.
Because this is one of those that are related to the affixes. This is the one that's related to sanguine. Your healing spells and abilities have a chance to heal allies for 6. Oh well, the numbers are obviously different. To heal for X amount and inflict shadow damage to up to 5 enemies within 12 yards. So essentially, you're just instead of dropping a puddle, you're instead like kind of radiating that puddle to hit the ads just like we would with sanguine, and then also heal for your peers that are in it. So
it's that 2-in-1, and I like it because concentrate it's my main form of damage. So it's just there. I click a button, and it's the only thing that Blizzard gives us that's good, where we just leave it, it goes.
Yep.
Everything else I'm doing is adding to those procs, and when it feels so satisfying to watch it go, and it doesn't seem like there's an internal cooldown for it. It just seems like it's totally random. So there's times where I'm just Crusader Strike, it blows up, I do it again, blows up again. It's just a nice burst of healing that I desperately need.
Yeah.
So I love that talent. The rest of them, I don't really care. Some of them are super boring, like Champion's Brand, which is like 800 mastery if your health is over 80%. Yeah, so there's some duds in there, but the ones that are good, they make these dungeons feel really good.
Yeah, so that mastery or critical strike or haste from Champion's Brand is usually equivalent to 8%. Okay, here. So I actually want to pause here real quick because I'm hearing the comms. It sounds like they're going to pull all 3.
I love that you're yelling.
Oh, no, they're not. Okay, never mind. Pickle talked him out of it. They were going to pull all 3 of the angels, and I thought that would be very interesting. I mean, they got plenty of a lead that they could do it, but
If there's ever a time to try, this is it, because they're way too far ahead.
why don't
And
why don't we do
I don't
this?
know if it's worth it. Go ahead.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we jump in and do a little field reporting with the Fazzoli's team and just see how they feel things are going? Because I don't think they're stream sniping. So let's go and listen in real quick, Tim. All right?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Are you telling us that we lost?
No.
again?
We're coming in.
You're
doing
gonna
a-
say, oh
Shit.
yeah, they already finished this.
No, I'm not.
Dude,
Fool me,
Yeah, they
fool me
already
once.
actually killed the next boss.
Fool me
Did you
once.
Did you see Silro's MLG play?
No, all I saw is that you were getting hit by orbs.
All right, let me tell you about it. I only got hit by 1 orb because I was walking through
Oh,
it.
bad. Oh, bad. Oh, bad. Okay.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're gonna-
Okay. It's fine. We gotta get this guy out of here. I got him.
Huh?
But I have
You're about to
aggro.
raid
MLG
leading.
play.
Wait,
What?
I thought We're-
I was just gonna die. What the fuck are you doing?
we're going in. I'm saving you.
Don't go in.
It's too late.
It's too late.
I hate you guys.
It's too late. Well, that's okay. We can skip the pack after. So Silro did this cool MLG play
Okay.
where he got on his transmog mount and
Oh, everyone hopped on.
yeah, everybody hopped on.
Well,
Isn't it
and you
new
can
and
do it
interesting
like
spot?
even farther back than I've seen it
Yeah.
done before.
Yeah,
Um,
it was in a cool spot.
It was
Where-
great.
This boomers all around the chat here, because we have known about this. We have known about this.
No,
You
no,
can do
it
that
was
with the
it
druid.
was in a totally cool and new, exciting spot. You just have to
Okay.
take it. our
Yeah,
word
it was
for it.
it was much safer feeling.
It was
So
a
we gotta
super
watch.
safe
We gotta
spot.
watch back the stream later when
I'll
Sam
have,
YouTube
yeah, I'll
it.
have to watch the
Well, that's a
replay.
good thing for you to look out for because I was losing my mind. I was like, damn, this is clever. Did we pull this together or what? Like, come on.
You should have just let me die.
What's
No way.
Am I seeing 88% now or 90%? Okay.
I think
90%.
90%.
So we're
Okay.
just gonna get this next pack and then we'll go through. I'll get the etiquette.
Well,
Can
if
we
you guys
inv-
can,
can
why
we
don't you
invis?
visit? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll invis.
I'm sorry. I
Can
shouldn't be
anyone
giving
not-
strategy.
Shut up, Frank. Can anyone not invis?
Yeah.
I'm in
Jesus.
combat still.
Shut the fuck up,
Is
Frank.
there a shade? Never mind.
No, I'm not. In
Gary,
combat.
let's
Can
go ahead and step
anyone-
back out.
Can anyone not
Wait, did you
invis?
have a question for us or what?
No, we just want to
No,
check
you're
in and
just
see how you
hanging
guys are.
out, seeing how our buds were doing.
You don't want to ask anything?
No, I don't want to ask
How
anything
we
because Sarah's
feel
gonna tell me
about
to
our
eat a fucking dick or something. You know, she's gonna tell
I
me
was
something.
trying to
Frank,
ask
eat a
my
dick, let's
team
go.
an important
Eat a dick
question.
for trying to.
You wouldn't shut
Yeah,
up.
learn how to field report, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here, allow me to field
Okay.
report.
Okay, go
Nana,
on.
as the quietest person in here, are you having
Oh, we're
fun
pulling the
or is
boss?
this too
Oh, we're
chaotic
pulling the
for you?
boss.
Why would we not pull the boss?
There we go. There we go.
Can't even hear.
You guys need to settle down.
wait, okay, Mana, what
You're
was
the ones
big-
making this
All
chaotic.
right, let's go.
blaming the.
Oh, Jesus, that was wild.
Chad, I've noticed that she
Wait,
has a
Aim
lot of
everybody in,
personalities
everybody
going on.
in.
There's aggressive
You
Sarah, calm Sarah, and just defeated
Ow.
Sarah.
It's no, and
Yeah.
honestly, it's pretty. I mean, like, good for her, right? Like, she takes control and she says, "Get the f." I already swore. Get the fuck
Okay.
out of here. So
I can.
good for her.
Yeah.
All right.
Girl power. Girl power.
All right, so I didn't say it in their channel, but as they watch this back later, they're going to realize how far behind they are because So Good is on the last boss. 10 minutes to spare, even with those 4 deaths. That's a 20-second timer. And actually, I think there is some deaths on the other team. But anyways, should be plenty of time so long as they kill this. And even if they don't, I think they could wipe and still kill it on time.
Again, man, Haywire is a god at this place. He's the king of Spires of Ascension. So I think that helps. Add in his crazy DPS and Pickle and Anti backing him up. This is a 15 team right here.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where people
And
like to
maybe
talk
even
about
higher.
clicks. Yeah, they talk about their clicks, so they talk about not running with people. Look how fast they're just decimating this key. They could easily, if they had this momentum and rolled into a 15,
Yeah.
Keystone Master.
I agree. Yeah, and that's what our community is all about, right? There's these guys coming together and just absolutely obliterating it. And honestly, like, I mean, again, the DPS is killer. You know, I think Haywire may have the overall hat, but Senior and now it looks like even Anti, as I'm seeing this fight right now, have got just as much stake in the game of being a DPS holder or carrier.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the numbers are there. It's Mythic Plus this season. Yes, we have discussed that there are certain fights, but with this new ranking system, which I don't really like, but I can see there being some leeway, so you can. There's more options. You're
Oh,
not
he
just
missed. Okay,
gated.
no, he got it. He got it.
No,
I hit her good.
that would have been horrible, but wouldn't have mattered. I don't know about the rating system, but this season, I really think that the anima powers push teams to hit the timers a lot easier than the Prideful did.
Always wait.
Yeah, I mean,
I know, I
I
always
think a
do.
lot of it is
Never win.
people are better geared to start this season, obviously, than last season. So people were jumping straight into 11s and 12s and whatever.
Well, we
Okay.
knocked out most 15s the first week, and we knew nothing.
Yeah.
It was that there were some runs where we were sitting there reading the powers while we were just running
Yep.
the dungeon, and we still made it. Yeah,
Yep.
sure, it's by like 2 seconds, but we did it.
Well, let's jump in with the winning team. They have
Need that necklace technique?
officially
man.
won the
Ah,
contest.
Dude.
Oh, I gotta mute this. Sorry. They officially won the contest. So congratulations, the Sucka team. You guys have walked away with a clean 2-0 victory. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent with y'all. I don't know if you're watching the stream, which I hope you aren't, just because we don't like stream snipers.
No, we're not, man.
You guys are miles ahead, to the
Oh,
point
yeah,
where
we were
we're
watching
gonna.
the entire time.
Fair enough.
I'm not. I swear. I mean, I have it up.
I don't
but
mind. I don't. Whatever.
I just wanted to
But we've
say
got
that.
we've got plenty of time to talk about how you guys are feeling. In fact, I think the highest compliment was being paid by Garen just a second ago, saying this is a 15+ KSM team.
Yeah, we were rocking that shit, man. It was hardcore. Team was focused. We weren't having much fun though. We were just focusing.
You weren't having fun. You don't.
I have fun in
Winning
that
is fun.
mentality. I have
Hold
fun
on.
in that mentality.
I'm reporting existential for griefing. Hold on.
What did he do to grief?
Ruined my life.
Oh well.
That's
Sorry.
what he does. That is what he does.
Superior
I'm about to get
routing.
swapped. Watch this. Watch this. Everybody watch. Everybody watch.
Superior.
Hey, where
It's
I,
got
Healing and
it's got a
healing.
35-second cooldown.
hey, where I don't know about the routing, dude. That didn't look like a good route to me.
What? That was perfect.
No, it wasn't perfect.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit
Because
messy.
What I-
yeah, I had one.
Die.
Literally 1% off. What was wrong with it?
1%
We
off.
saw-
No, it
Well,
was.
one pack have 2 deaths. It looked really nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't my fault. That's not the route's fault.
Hmm.
I mean,
Everything on the
I
route
don't-
was fine. I
I
just,
don't think I had a death that was my
That was
fault.
a tank's fault.
Auntie, how were you feeling about your DPS on that second go round? Did you stay the path,
no,
or
fuck that build. No.
you just chopped it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well,
Um,
guys, we can knock this out really quick. Who's the MVP of tonight's run?
Existential.
Don't give it to. Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. He's already.
I
got
gotta
it.
give it to Haywire personally for coming on and filling the gap that we needed, and also top DPS. And that's my
7K is what I'm seeing. Is that right?
That's what I'm seeing too.
Damn, that is impressive.
He
Prime
good
in the
with that
punt.
one.
hunters do not have the extra limitation of their tank.
Ooh.
Other than that, I gotta give. Well, I've said enough.
No, go ahead. By all means, give your kudos to your team. It's well deserved.
Can we? So Insidious Venom, is that only casted on whoever's tanking the worm?
Supposed to be,
Why?
yeah.
Just want to clarify.
Insidious Venom. That's you mean
Yeah,
the the birds?
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe it's only cast on whoever's
that's
taking. But
weird.
but in fairness,
that's
you got a
above.
warrior who doesn't have the best snap aggro. It's very easy for someone like you to pull it off of him.
I just want.
Well, it happened when I pulled that big pack and used I used the spear
Yeah.
on the big pack, dropped all the shit I had, and then charged out or leaped out, and everyone was dropping all their shit, of course. So I leapt out. My threat fell off, and he pulled a little bit.
Okay.
He would have been fine, except the rebellious fist got off.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I also, if I had Avenger's Shield, it'd be cool.
a ranged interrupt like Divine Toll or Avenger Shield.
I-
You would have been fine.
I genuinely said that in the stream. I said, it's probably easy for me to sit here and say I wouldn't have used that spear because I would just use Divine Toll and kept things locked down. But again, it could be that those were also smacking the hell out of you. Because the problem is with those birds, that debuff stacks, and the more it stacks, the
I can reflect them and interrupt them, but
But
I
you can only
can't
reflect
do
one,
more
right?
than right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's the problem with spell reflect. I think it lasts 5 seconds, but if you reflect something, the 20% magical reduction goes away.
Yeah.
Which is dumb. Like it should. Like, sure, give me one reflect, but give me the 5 seconds of 20% reduction for fuck's sake.
especially for a warrior that has that bad spell reflect or spell mitigation.
We got to talk about Mana's DPS here, buddy. What does she not play her druid much?
She main heals.
You told me that she did
You
that.
gotta
and I asked
love
her,
that
she said
Garen's
no.
dragging your guild leader through the dirt without her here to defend herself.
I'm not at all. I'm not at all. I'm glad she came. I said it would be very, very nice tonight. We have been. We've been very professional. I'm just asking the questions. I even said
It's a
that, I didn't
hard-hitting
think this was
reporter.
Tormented.
No, I gotta say, like, this team definitely pumps some DPS. I think even if everyone was playing at their best and highest potential main spec, whatever, like this team would have been hard to beat. Did we officially sign an MVP?
It was
We
a
gave it
good
to
team.
Haywire.
I think we were talking well between each other.
Yeah,
Okay.
we commuted well. I think we were. I hate doing the MVP thing, man. If you guys are watching, you guys
That's
take an MVP.
because you're so humble, isn't it?
Haywire hasn't won it. I think everybody else in the chat has won this before. So I'm gonna decide that the MVP tonight is Haywire.
Plus, he came at it last minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say he hasn't won it because he keeps never showing up because he's in Canada or something.
Whoa. Canada is the reigning champs.
No,
here.
no, I'm not coming after Canada in that Pete. I'm coming after Haywire for just going out of the country like a knob that he is.
I wouldn't even come at Canada because I don't care about Canada.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
you don't want to get wrecked twice. Though.
We are
I get it.
328 days away from the next Canada versus USA, and you guys are already going at it.
No, I don't even think about Canada ever.
I'm only curious. I'm not trying to be like overly competitive, but I'm curious what Sarah's DPS is in her group. Just to kind of know where I stand.
I can't see it's too well. Here, I'll tell you what. Why don't I just go ahead and pull the stream up to watch theirs.
I'm kind of worried if they're gonna hit the timer or not. They've got 2 minutes to go, and this boss is dying super slow.
We forgot to use heroism on the big boss.
It didn't matter. They look
I
like they
know.
needed another heroism here.
All right, they're about to finish up the run. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull them in and tell them the bad news. If you guys want to talk your smack, you can talk your smack.
I want to talk smack, man. That's not what we're gonna do.
That's bull. That's bull. You talk mad smack all the time.
No.
Yeah, you're bad at
Uh-oh,
StarCraft.
People tell me I'm a
Scrap has
bad tank
cleared.
all the time.
And she got it.
Yeah, she did get it.
Yeah,
Alright.
we almost had a fail there at the end with the last.
I heard.
spear.
Yeah, it was on the stream. Don't worry. Okay, well they're what 7%. Technique. I don't think the DPS is as at least percentage wise as high as yours is.
Well, I want to know her number.
Well, you can ask him here in a second, but we are going to pull him in 3, 2, 1, and
Just
then...
ask what everyone's DPS was.
All right. I am sad to inform the Fazzolis' garbage team that
You lost because you
team.
suck. Everybody sucks in that
Brutal.
team except Mana.
I
She's-
died.
she's-
Oh, and Scrub goes down at the end.
Oh my god.
Did she
Oh,
lost?
sorry.
Lost
I stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
My bad.
Thanks.
I got you.
10k. Brutal. Dang, we
You
have
know
to
what?
run
That's what you
too.
get.
I didn't even get any loot. Ridiculous.
What a overall loss for the day. Now I think
Overall loss.
Sarah's gonna be happy just because she's gonna get her hunter in some runs here in a second. Is that right, Sarah?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Hey, does anybody need these gloves? I don't need these gloves. I don't
What kind of
care.
gloves are they?
it's a 2-0 victory
what?
for Team So Good. I'm gonna give the Fazoli's team just a chance to tell, what went wrong, what went right. Who's your
Nothing
MVP.
went wrong. This was a great run.
Yeah,
You
it
had
was a great
fun?
run.
We had a great time. I hope Mana had a good time.
Yep.
Yeah, we really
Um,
appreciate your coming at last minute too. I
Nobody
think.
did anything dumb.
Yeah, we only had one death in the whole run, in the whole night even.
That's less deaths than the other team did. That's for
I can
sure.
believe that's kind of the only saving grace I was hoping for is they'd fuck up so bad that we could even it up.
We didn't have any fun in our party. I'll tell you that. It was absolute silence
It was
except
too
for
serious.
talking. It was very stressful. Very
We
stressful.
That's how it's
Also-
done. That's how you win, right
Yeah,
there.
that's how you get
how it
KSM.
works.
That's
That's
not
When
fun
you
for
bring me,
me.
you're guaranteed like 3 or 4 deaths. So it was a given.
That's
How far
true.
behind were we?
We did
A
have some.
lot.
it was like
We had
6
some
minutes.
pretty big pulls. Like we pulled the first 3 pulls at the beginning.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, we were very careful. We even CC'd some stuff.
And then pulled that pack in front of the third mini boss. or
I mean,
whatever.
we handled it. We probably could have made more ballsy pulls, but
Sarah just wanted to die. She's
She's
just like, let me go. Just
Yeah. No way, dude. I wasn't
I
gonna
mean,
let
I
Sarah
don't really
die.
I don't see much of a point in learning to do lower keys really fast.
Get them.
when it's more important to do high keys successfully.
So
We're so used to doing
Oh, so you're
high
you were
keys.
just training yourself in here to better learn the dungeons for when you're doing
Dude,
a 50.
we're so used to doing high keys, we couldn't get that out of our head, and I think that's where we really messed up.
as Scrap gets on her KSM mount to flex the hell
The
out of it.
problem is just that we are too good.
Yeah, I think that's the real problem here.
So let's talk about being too good. Who was your guys' MVP tonight then, so I can send out a
Ooh.
award?
I think we should give it to Mana because she filled in last minute.
1 second. No, I mean you guys keep
We have
I was
discussing.
gonna say Garen just
Dumb,
like got up from his.
fancy rule about MVPs
What's the rule?
that he said he made up on the
Oh,
spot.
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it's not the rule I made up is for Sarah's unprofessionalism. You're not it.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay. I wasn't gonna say Sarah because Sarah's already gotten one. I think Mana should have it because she filled in last minute.
Yeah, no, we always appreciate that, especially given last week we had to skip. And
Honestly, I didn't even think about this. So let me see. So who won? Haywire and Mana. So let's see. I will give. Wow, I'm down to 4. I'm down to 4 awards.
Are we good on keychains still, or we need more?
No, we're good. I've only,
Cool.
we're good. We're good. Let's see. I've got 4, and none of these really fit any of you guys, at least in my opinions. Yeah, they do. All right. Haywire, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the. No. I'm gonna give you this one. I'm gonna give you this one. Perfect attendance. And this is why. This is why I'm gonna give you perfect attendance. Because if your pet didn't have perfect attendance, you would be absolutely worthless, and your DPS would be low. So that's why I'm gonna give you that.
I love the irony too that Haywire hasn't been able to make to an MDL for like 8 weeks straight.
I know, right? And then Mana, I'm gonna give you.
Participated in 2 others.
We've
That's
done
true.
12 of them, dude.
Yeah, at least
I'm
12.
3 of 12 then.
Well, no, it doesn't matter because your pet
That's a
is
solid 25%.
perfect attendance on every run.
Yeah.
As far as you, Mana, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a science award. I don't know why. 'Cause
Big brain. Big brain.
Big brain.
Brain.
Yeah, big brain. There you go. I can't speak to that. I don't know her, but I'll take their word for it. So congratulations, guys.
Cool.
Thank you
Well-
so much, everybody.
And again,
I
thank
will
you
be
for
getting
showing up
personal
last
information
minute.
for both of you, so be ready for that.
Yeah, be ready for that.
All
Buy
right, well,
yourselves a PO box.
yeah.
Like all of a sudden, he's like, "So, where do you live?"
All
Oh
right,
my
Garen, we're
gosh.
gonna move to the press box and put a bow on this, and then maybe run some 15s of our own.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, that is the end of another successful MDL run. A lot more successful than the last episodes with the Tazavesh.
I haven't ran that place yet.
Yep. I believe.
Never going to.
Yeah, probably not. I believe we have signups already for the what is it? Why can't Scraps trivia? Sorry, excuse me. And yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And honestly, it sounds like she's going to go a lot more aggressive with the questions, and again try to trip as much as she can up, because I think last time while the timing was cool and all that, it really is really more fun to just watch everyone get tripped up and thrown around.
It was. It added. It was my favorite one. I really enjoyed just the randomness of being asked questions that I didn't really know answers to.
Yeah.
So it's a fun way to learn not only more about the game, but to have some fun and spice up these mythics.
Yeah. And I put the website up, mythicdungeonleague.com. That's where you can sign up for it. We're actually, Auntie had a really good idea, I think, for another run idea, which we'll set up for week 4 of the season, which will be a Torghast, probably level 12, not only race, but also we can see score, because that actually has a point associated with it. So we can.
Is that going to be done in groups or single player?
So I think it might be that you just build your group as you see fit. You want to do 2, you want to do 3, you want to do 4 or 5, however you want to approach it, because the challenge flexes based on how many people are in it. And actually, I hear the more you go, it might not necessarily be beneficial. So we might be able to see a couple teams running there where we see groups of 2s and 3s. And again, they get to build their own teams in this one, so they can really kind of tweak to the performance. But I also like this idea because there's a lot of RNG involved with it as well. So we could see someone who is way behind, and then all of a sudden, because they got the right anima powers, they come flying ahead and kill a boss in a second because of it. So again, it could be a complete disaster, or I think it could be great television, and we get to see some really cool things happen where no one's out of it until the last boss drops.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, because I have not been inside Torghast. Well, that's not true. The day the patch dropped, I walked in with my rep paladin, got like decimated by a couple of elites, and said, "Nope,
Not for
Not
me.
this patch.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've just burnt out of it, so it'll be nice to see some people run it. But
Yeah,
as far as taking part in it, gosh, I'm so burnt out of Torghast.
fair enough. So again, just to recap, so good with the 2-0 win. We've got more signups at mythicdungeonleague.com, Scraps Trivia, as well as the Torghast run that's coming up. We'll probably have another Tazavesh, maybe hard mode run, as I know a lot of people have been saying they finally fixed some of things, and you'd be interested in seeing those runs. Other than that, Garen, I'll give you the last word. Anything you wanted to share?
No, it was a lot of fun. I was happy to see. It was a blowout, so that's always fun to see. And especially some egos were probably hurt tonight, and sucks for them. But, as one of those people would say, mad cuz bad. So
I don't think there's any argument that tonight. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Indeed. Other than that, at me in the Discord with your favorite Italian restaurants. We've got another. We have to settle this argument. Fazzoli is so underrated, so good.
I probably needed to figure out a poll for the chat that we could have running at any given point. That actually probably would be a good thing. Like once a week, you have your hot take, and we see how wrong you are based on everyone else voting in the other direction.
Not interested. Ban whoever said hot trash.
All right. Well, congratulations to our MVPs. As I see Haywire in the chat right now, Haywire with 7k DPS. That's pretty stellar. And in fact, I think it's gonna maybe even challenge Mary, Georgia, and Cal to come out of retirement and start trying to challenge Haywire in another way. But also congratulations to Mana, and again, thank you, Mana, for showing up at the last second. With that, we come to another close of an episode 2 of season 2, and we'll see everyone hopefully next Saturday, if barring any other issues that slow us down. Good night.
Good night. Sorry for calling Scrap slurs in chat.
Good way to end the night.